And what's it called? Secrets, Karma, and Contracts?
Yeah.
My mess. I'm not in the middle, that's for sure.
Now we got that. Hi, everybody.
Hey. How's everybody doing? Am I using the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see. How are we doing here? Okay.
We got a thumbs up.
Blitz, Rachel. Yeah, good to see you guys. Good. If we have a thumbs up here on audio, visual, Jill, good to see you. Welcome. So we are going to give this a second for a few people to tune in. And then we will go ahead and start answering your questions. In the meantime, you guys feel free to start posting. Am I still not centered? Why is this? Maybe I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Direction is similar to math. I don't do either one. All right. So welcome, Anna, Susanna, Danielle. Good to see everybody. So a couple quick announcements while we wait for people to tune in here. All right. First off, we have our free mini class. This week is going to be Wednesday, and we've changed the time, going a little later for everything, Sunday hours. As you guys saw, this show also starting an hour later. So Shadow Work Part 2 is going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you missed Shadow Work Part 1, you can hit my playlist and see a full list of free mini classes I've been doing called the Quarantine Series since the pandemic hit. Now, I'm doing this one with Christina Del Rey, our astrologer here at the Ivy League Psychic Academy. So she and I will be talking about secrets, karma, and contracts in doing shadow work. So don't miss it. I also will be doing a prayer and healing service for our Indigenous brothers and sisters to help support them with some of the open wounds that we've seen come to the surface this week with the children that were found. And I hope you guys will tune in for that to offer support. But we will also be taking prayer and healing requests, as we always do at our midweek prayer service, if you guys need it. So we will see you for that. And again, that's directly after shadow work. Okay, so this will be prayer service is going to start at 10 p.m. Eastern. And the last announcement I have is your weekly horoscopes are back. So I took a little vacay because those are a lot of work, but you guys have been requesting them, and they are going to be short scopes. If you guys want your full horoscopes, you can become a member. Okay, so yeah, those go up tomorrow, June 1st, and they will be, weekly for every zodiac sign. Actually, is this my only notepad today? All right, I'm so used to having like a pile of them, I was about to chuck it. I would have ended up in starving mode. Okay, so yeah, you guys, if you haven't already done so, post your questions below and include names of anyone that you're referring to, living or deceased. Paul, my adorable producer, how are you, Paulie?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Paul will be taking your questions. I do want to ask everyone at this time to please hit that like button. All right, good. Give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications when I go live for classes or I post your horoscopes, things like this, okay? If you guys want to become a member for behind-the-scenes extras, extra curriculum, direct spirit messages, your monthly horoscopes, you can hit the join button to check out the different levels, and we do appreciate donations here, so feel free to hit that donation button. Are we ready? Do we have some questions coming in?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do we want to start with?
Well, let's start with one from Elizabeth.
Okay.
Is my dad Tim Earthbound?
No. When I go over here with Tim, I feel actually like he's quite free in his personality, in his spirit. And so he's using the word liberated. And so what that can mean is that he's been really working on freeing his mind, freeing his spirit. I don't feel that he was ever earthbound. And I don't know if there was some kind of mental confusion or drinking or something that went on with him right before his passing. But I do feel very much that it's not with him anymore. I think he may have been battling some paranormal stuff. Let's just leave it at that and leave it in the past where it belongs, he says. Okay. So you can clear your head of any of those concerns. Should you ever see what you think is him looking dark or acting strange, know that that is a manifestation of your own subconscious mind, or that is some negative energy trying to mess with you. That's not actually your dad. And that's a really common problem. Okay. He is perfectly well. He loves you very much. And he's giving you red rose, which is a birthday or anniversary right around this time. And I feel like there's another female who needs that as well. Okay. So pass that on. All right. Thank you, Susanna, for the donation.
Okay, this is from Anna.
Anna?
Yeah. Will my husband and I purchase a home soon in our desired neighborhood?
In the desired neighborhood. Okay, well, I definitely see a purchase. I felt like you liked the neighborhood. I don't know if you two are arguing about details on where exactly you want to live, or if it comes down to a bit of a battle between maybe him not being completely satisfied, but it pretty much works, for everybody. And so there seems to be a little bit of compromise that needs to happen. But ultimately, yes, I feel that this may actually be bigger too. So if you were looking at a larger house or a larger plot of land, I do feel you being able to really have what you want. And it may be a little bit different than what you were thinking, but better. Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is from Justine.
Justine.
Yeah, I wanted to know if my guides have any messages about my love life. It's been making me super anxious.
I'm feeling alone time for you, and so it's funny when I go over here with your relationship guide, who watches over your love life, all of your relationships, of course. I actually felt you needing to be on your own. And so I think that what's supposed to be happening right now is a time of healing and independence and growth and finding more stability in your footing on earth, in your sense of also work or money stability, resources. It's just like it's a season for you, okay, to really be doing your own thing. And so if there's been a lot of tension there, that could be why.
Okay. This is from Dara.
Dara?
DH. I've been really worried lately. Can you please tell me if both of my upcoming exams will go okay?
I think that they will. I worry. I hate that word. It's addictive, right? Like you said it, now I'm saying it, and that's not even a word I use. Get rid of it. Just that's like a spirit of fear. Spirits of fear will rob you blind. You gotta tune that garbage out. And remember that it is contagious and toxic. Okay, so don't worry. Just do your part. Do the best that you can. And leave it at that. What else is there to do in life? So I feel like you have this pressing standard upon yourself that you've been programmed into. And that's really what you should be focusing on is where does this come from? I understand you've invested a lot, and that's fine, but don't ruin it with worry. I do also think that you underestimate yourself. And so it's funny because when you go in for tests, you feel like you're going to buckle, and it's almost like you hype yourself up. It's like you get so dramatic, and it reminds me of when someone who's afraid of needles, goes in to get a shot, and it's oh, and then it happens. They didn't even realize it happened. And so I think you bring a lot of this energy to the table because you feel like you don't know how without it. To just go cool, calm, collected forward, but you should start at this time. And I think what's really interesting is that when you are under the gun and you're debate even a little bit in a test, which is the right answer, you seem to very confidently go forward with the right answers and do pretty well. So I don't know where all this is coming from. Okay, examine where it's coming from and let it go.
Okay, this one is from the Silly Rabbit.
Silly Rabbit.
Should I apply to the supervisor position at N Hospital, or should I stick to the supervisor position with Y?
You know, I think you could apply, but I was really feeling that sticking may have more opportunity for you long term. And I think that one of the things you want right now, whether you fully realize it or not, is a certain level of stability and to be able to be confident and understand what every day is going to look like, what the next few months, are going to look like. And so I think that's what you could get sticking. Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is from Debbie.
Debbie?
My mom was recently told to reopen my sister Jamie's murder case, and I was wondering if she should and if it would get solved.
Well, I think that pieces of it could. And so ultimately, if we do this, I think that there could be some closure that may not ever happen. So ultimately, if I'm weighing the pros with the cons here, I would say yes. Mm-hmm. It's a real bittersweet kind of feeling, when we get there. It's not, as I'm sure it's not like a fireworks happy slappy kind of a moment. It's like a quiet hallelujah. But it's almost like opens up a lot of dark energy as well, and so there are many battles that will be fought in this process, not just the one to get justice. And I think that if we're realistic about that and we're ready to do it and take it all on, then we will feel good about the outcome. Otherwise, we won't be feeling good about the outcome. Regardless, to me, just psychically answering the question, I do think you're going to find some answers. Yep.
This is from Susanna.
Okay.
I reconnected with a high school friend I haven't seen in 18 to 20 years. He is telling me he would like to see me, and I want to, but then again, I'm not sure. His name is Siggy.
I don't feel like you have anything to lose. I feel that it's more playful than anything. And I don't think it's like super duper serious. You know what I mean? So like, why not? Like, why not have a new old experience? I think it's fun. And I think that there are parts of you that need to be shaken up a little bit, in the areas that he can help you to do that with. He's very he doesn't seem to think a lot, like you're analyzing this a lot. He doesn't, he's just kind of out there, it's like, let's go. There's pretty fearless energy. And I think that's fun. And I think it's playful. And, it would be a great time for you to also be able to, how do I want to say this? There are some things from your past that are supposed to be coming to the surface right now. For your own growth. And so it also brings that element, so there is something deeper going on here too. Mm-hmm. I would do it. I like it. Yeah.
I just want to take a quick second here to thank Susanna for the donation.
Thank you.
They're definitely appreciated. So if you're so inclined, the button is down at the bottom of the chat. And Elizabeth said, thank you so much. Samantha, same thing. Dara and Silly Rabbit had nice long thank yous about the guidance you've given and how much it means.
Oh, very good.
It's very cool.
I'm glad to hear it, guys. Thank you so much. Spirits always watching and ready, aren't they?
Okay. This one is from Marla.
Marla?
M-A-A-L.
M-A-A-L.
Yeah, I can see the confusion. Very terrible.
Always.
Taka. She says, things haven't ever been very positive with my dad, RS. And especially not as of late after a conversation between me and him. Do you see things getting better between him and the family?
I don't know if he's into conspiracy theories or if he's just getting like super paranoid about stuff. He seems really combative and not like grounded in any reality. And so I think that in regards to your question, do I see things getting better between like him and the family? I think the only real solution in dealing with him is with boundaries, because it's not healthy for anyone else, so what your guides and ancestors are showing me here is that this is about you trying to fix it, having a desire to fix it, like misfix it, and it not being your place to do so. And I don't know if this is your son or if there's like a younger brother or whatever. There seems to be some younger male energy who may also really combat this, but also throw his hands up and be more frustrated. This tense energy that your father puts off, that he recreates basically all the time, it upsets everybody. And it's time to stop coddling or enabling or feeding it and just cut it. Don't pay attention to it. That's how I feel about it. And I think that, you guys are going to be able to collectively like feel better and set a better example. We don't ever, when we have someone kind of bringing the energy down, want to let them see that they were able to take everybody down, and I'm not saying that's always his goal. But it is happening. And I think that what you want to do is live by example. I'm not bothered. I'm loving my life. I'm enjoying. We are all enjoying. Why don't you come join the party? Oh, no, you want to stay over there? Okay. Well, have your way then. But keep going. It feels like boundaries. No, I don't necessarily feel him having a better relationship with everybody. He's making his choices. He always has.
This one is from Robin.
Robin?
Does my mom, Barbara, have anything to tell me?
I feel that you have some that you need to reduce. And the way she's bringing it up is like almost in through your neck over here. And so that can also sometimes mean that you're dealing with other people who are creating stress for you or who aren't taking on their responsibility, the way that they need to. And I think it's really important to treat that like what it is. It's sort of like a monkey on your back, and it's weight that you don't need to carry. She wants to see you release more of that and to focus more on your own stuff. Not just in regards to other people, but in general, anything that you worry about, anything that you overthink. It's almost like she says your head is always in the future, and you're not one of those people that's necessarily stuck in the past, but you're also not fully present. You're kind of here all the time, worried about what may happen or what if preparing. Prepare for the worst, prepare for anything. And she just wants to see you a little more centered and enjoying. It's like stop and smell the roses, smell the coffee, see where you are, and know that everything's taken care of. Okay. Everything is already set and everything is exactly as it should be and already taken care of for you. So just really enjoy the ride. She said you worked too hard not to. And I don't think you pat yourself on the back enough. Okay, so she's giving that to you. Also, I don't know if you have a crocheted or knitted blanket like from her, if she actually made that or if it just came down through the line. But she puts this blanket around you, and that's also a sign of comfort. Okay.
Glossy Scorpio, can you tell me anything fertility related? Like if you see me getting pregnant this cycle.
This cycle? Do I see you getting pregnant this cycle? I think it could happen. I think that possibly like a month out from now, it could happen. I'm also hearing 7. 7, we would want to keep weeks in mind as well, but I was feeling more like 7 months out, 7th into the 8th. So yeah, I definitely see windows of opportunity here. I'm also seeing at about a year and then a year and 2-month marking point. So there are, it seems to be like months, okay, that would be, yeah, most advantageous to try. Yep.
This is from Janet.
Janet?
Will I ever find my soulmate this year or near future? Scott, I believe, is watching over me, being that he has passed.
Will I find my soulmate? You know, there does seem to be someone, there seems to be someone who lives near water. And so I don't know if you're in like Florida or if you're thinking of going to like warmer climate, but this person definitely seems to reside, okay, near the water. And I see a deck, like a dock, okay, like walking on wooden planks like that. And what appears to be happening between you and this person, if you put yourself out there, okay, like if you're really putting yourself out there. So we're talking, you know, dating sites, conversations, opening yourself up, actually making yourself available. I do think that you guys could end up meeting. This person seems to be all about, how do I want to say this? It's almost like intellectual stimulation. And I think that's good for you. Talking to your, lover over here, there's talk of you need someone who can pull you out and not hold you down, who can spark your creativity and enthusiasm and not snuff out your light and steal your energy. And I don't know that you've always had great luck with that. Okay. So, yes, I think there is a possibility here. I do feel this growing over the course of the next 3 years. And so if you're not already out there in a big way, get out there.
Okay. This is from Christina.
Okay. Christina.
Can you tell me if Richie and I should be together?
I think that this isn't necessarily a huge relationship in the scheme of your life. So I think it's going to be important with Richie to not treat it to be more than what it really is. Do I think you should be together? I think that there are things here that look advantageous for you, but I don't know that they last. And I don't really understand what you're trying to do with this thing, honestly. Like, I feel like, how did this happen? It's almost like you guys have a mismatch of personalities as well. And so sometimes we're looking more at like the astrology behind it. And it's kind of like all these planets and everything aren't lining up really great. You know, I also feel that you have some tension points where you guys struggle to work as a team. And so all in all, I would say, like, if you can't do that, if you can't really work as a team, where can it go other than onto the struggle bus, you know, long term? So I think it's up to you what you do with it. I wouldn't recommend investing a ton into this. No.
All right. This one is from Allie.
Allie?
Should I leave Paris and find someone else or just leave him and stay alone?
I think leave and stay alone. I do feel him trying to pull you back in. And so I don't know if you tried to leave like 2 other times, but it's almost like I'm getting the hoovering technique, you know, sucking you back in. And I think it's really important that when you make up your mind, you really make up your mind and don't play with it. Don't toy with it. Don't do like a cat and mouse thing, whether you be the cat or you be the mouse, or it doesn't matter. It's like move on. And part of the reason they're saying it to me in this way is because you're approaching a deadline where you're supposed to be free and available to go out into the world for new experiences that are to come. And so this is sort of holding you back, I think, more than you realize it is. So yes, it's go out there alone. Okay.
This is from Light Scorpio.
Light Scorpio?
A lot of Scorpios tonight.
Ah, I love it.
Yeah. Am I still getting the job that was offered to me at Care for the People?
I think so. I do feel some confusion, but I don't think it's based on like who you are or whether or not it's really your position. I think it's based on whether this be COVID related or there's just a lot of change in the circumstances there. I feel like nobody knows what's going on is a good way to say it. And it's almost like, oh, just a bunch of fumbling people bumping into each other. No one really steering the ship or understanding what's about to happen or what happened. So sometimes when there's like chaos or change, it can postpone things a lot longer than it should. I would not be surprised if you feel that it's time to move on, to something else here soon. And I don't think there's any law against that. I don't get a big red flag or like, you should definitely wait on this. But I do think that you pursuing it, reminding them, hello, I'm here. We do, going forward and taking what they say to you literal. They say, no, everything is still good. We're moving forward with this. Just understand that that part may be true, but they don't seem to understand time frame right now. They don't seem to understand a lot of things right now. So if, you're waiting on it and they tell you soon, you could be waiting a whole lot longer than that. Okay. But yes, I do feel that still technically it is yours. And even if you find out that they brought some other new people in, that doesn't negate that. Okay. So yeah. All right. Well, we are at time, you guys. So I hope to see you back here Wednesday for our free mini class, part of the quarantine series. This is Shadow Work Part 2. This is Karma, Contracts, and Secrets with Christina Del Rey, our astrologer. She and I will be teaching that class. If you missed Shadow Work Part 1, hit the playlist button to see a full list of all the mini classes I've been putting out since the pandemic hit. And after, we'll be doing a prayer and healing service for our Indigenous brothers and sisters who are dealing with some open wounds right now. So please do come 10 p.m. Eastern. After the 9 p.m. Eastern class, we'll be having that service here together. And also, if you guys have prayer and healing requests, we'll be taking those as well. Thank you so much, Paul.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Spirit. We'll see you guys next week.